Hello. In today's video, I want to go over installing the Demo Community Seed app. And the reason that you may want to do this is that the Oracle SOA Suite examples that are available on the internet use the Victor Hugo and I believe Twain, M. Twain, and all of that. So if you really want to follow along and do it exactly as it's done in the SOA books that are available from PacketPub and such, then this is a good way to go. So first of all, what you do is you download it, and I don't know if you can get to this particular web page, but it is available otherwise on java.net through other interfaces. I just happened to find this one today. So you first install it, and you can see that this is the third attempt of my video. Then you unzip it, and I have that here, and then you will be installing this one. So let's go over to our summary of deployments here. We're going to go and install, and you can see that it's already in here. And otherwise, you just copy the path here and place this in, and next. And you can see that this is the name that the deployment is going to be. Which is rather nice because as opposed to just having this generic SOA test demo app name, you would actually know what the file, what the application does. Okay, it looks like we're good. Let's just go back to the deployment and make sure that it's active, which it is. Okay. Now I would go over to my application, and I have it here, and you can see that I have localhost, WebLogic. Put this in, and you can see that I have the seed community, and it has the default, and we're going to just run it. And if you notice, WebLogic adds it to here. Okay. So let's go over and now look at, let's go to home. Really what we want to look at, and this is why I find that the using this particular way of doing it is so helpful, is that if we just take a look at this guy, for example, and we look at the attributes, and I'm just going to customize the table because I like to look at all of the attributes at once. Okay, so here you can see that the guy has a display name. This male is here. I don't know what this stands for. But I don't see manager in here. Okay? Now, if we actually go to that particular file, and we look, and you can see that I'm in the input directory here. You can see here now that I have this copy. It actually, let's see. No, not this one. Let's go back, sorry. Let me find the right file. Actually, that was the right file. I'm sorry. This I had put some extra characters at the very front. Okay, so you can now see that I have C. Dickens, and I don't see a manager there. But the manager here, maybe C. Dickens is the president or the top guy. So yeah, he's the CEO. So therefore, he wouldn't have a manager, except for the board of directors. And so here you have the manager. Okay, and this is why this particular little app is very helpful. And I suppose I could probably get an LDAP reader for WebLogic, and I've looked into that, but this is quick and dirty. And each one of these has a manager. It is not showing in this LDAP, okay? And that's why I really wanted to quickly seed a number of users multiple times if I needed to, remove them, add them, and also have the manager showing up, because that is one of the important things about this. Okay, now I had put myself at the very top here, a number of characters that I knew, and I could keep track of the hierarchy very simply. And so that's what I did when I created my little self script here, I created another script that only has a number of users. And that's, so I can easily tell who's who, who's the boss of who, and not have to refer to some documentation every time I want to figure out whose boss is whom. So what I did was I copied the XML. Instead of, in the first case, I actually added my name to the top and then added, and then ran everything else. But then I created my own copy of it, and I call it SSF DemoCommunity.xml. And that file is here. I'm going to take the properties and just copy it. Now, in the demo community seed, I had added all these people. Okay. Now what I really want to do is I want to remove them. Okay. And you can see WebLogic did a little bit of work here. Here, removing grants. Looks like it's still chugging along here. Let's get out of here just in case. And let's just take a look at the security realms again. Users and groups, and looks like they're all gone now. Okay, but now what I really want to do is I want to add, and I don't want this, I want my version. Okay, and I'm going to submit, and I don't think it, yeah, so here you can see that it did add, whoops, and you can see that it added all of the information that I had in my XML file. And if we go back now and we do, I don't know, just maybe that will, oh, there it goes. It fixed and added all of my characters. All right, I'm not going to add any new, excuse me. Let's get back there. So this is what I really wanted to see. All right, here, apply, just get rid of that. So now you can see that I've added these particular users, and now I can use it to my heart's content, knowing full well that Doug and Stuart are equal. Betty is their manager and Robert is Betty's manager. And that just keeps things nice and simple.